Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And we just got what is probably going to be the last batch of content before the actual 3.5 anniversary starts in literally a week. So it's 7:47 on the 17th right now. We know that the developer live stream and the banner release time comes out on the 24th for me, 25th for people that live in Europe and all that, and further on. So we are 1 week away from the prime time big triple featured unit banner. So I need you guys to hold out. But because the devs are devs and they want to try and make money, they did put a little bit of bait into the news. So if we take a look at it, there's a few things. One, there's a bait banner, don't summon on it. There's some tickets, which we'll talk about. There's the new difficulty of Conquest Calamity, which I'll do separate videos for over the next week or so. And then we've got the Growth Quest, Bingo Missions, Predation Battle. The Growth Quest is where you will get the free copy, two copies actually, of Fount of Wisdom Rimuru and the Protector Diablo. This is fantastic for newer players, getting a free EX Protector and Rimuru. Diablo's quite old, but hey, he's something. And Rimuru, I mean, he's still solid. He's got two skill fusions, which make him better. So if you can skill fuse him, then I would suggest you do that. But you can literally get both of them for free, which is why you shouldn't pick him out of any kind of choice thing. But that's going to be its own video tomorrow. Today, we are strictly talking about this new bait banner, wherever it is, right here, and then the packs. So, one or more 5-star EX character guaranteed. And this goes all the way up to antagonist Shinsha and Emils. And I know, it looks great. You're guaranteed an EX character. Please remember that these units came out in September, almost 6 months ago. They are not EX Unbound characters. They are not the higher rarity units. So this is not something you need to be summoning on when we are literally 1 week, like literally 1 week to the hour, almost, away from the new big time banner. You see that in any of the first slots, you have a 0.039% chance to pull an EX character, and then in the 10th slot, it is going to be a guaranteed EX character, and that's cool and everything. But it's literally every EX character that has ever come out from Fount of Wisdom Rimuru in February of 2023 to Shinsha of 2024. And that is a wide range of characters, some of which are not very good. Some of them are, don't get me wrong. And a guaranteed EX looks really great for newer players. I need you newer players to not summon. You need to hoard your crystals for next week's banner, because it's going to give you objectively the most value, because it's going to be a brand new team, which is going to be the focus for the entire month of May, and it's going to be an anniversary team, which is guaranteed to have quite a bit of power, no matter how much you don't like Exalted Champions, or you don't like Divine General, or you don't like Warrior's Mind 1.0, or you don't like Visions of Coleus. You know, however your opinion sways for any of those past anniversary or half-anni teams, they were all very good when they came out. Some of them are not fun to run, but they have decent units that have lasted this long or longer. So, this, very tempting, don't do it. Save your crystals. This ends on the 27th, so even if you're like, but it's guaranteed EXs, the banner comes out 3 days before this ends. So you can still do this, and it's only 5 times too, so you're like, oh, I only had to spend 1,500 crystals. It's like, you might have to spend all your 1,500 crystals on the 24th, 25th, depending. At least wait. At least wait and see what the new units do before you start committing any chunk of crystals to a banner that may or may not give you what you want. And to be fair, no banner is going to guarantee give you what you want unless you have enough crystals to pity. But this is not something that you should be doing if you're a smart player with limited currency, with not pay-to-win credit cards in your back pocket. So, please wait. At the very least, wait for the 24th. And then, if you don't like anything, you can go ham on this for 5 times in the next 2 days, 3 days after that. But we also have some packs to talk about. Pack Shop. We've got three, actually. We've got the 3.5 anniversary skill enhancement pack. This, for $8, if you are down on skill enhancements, is actually not a bad pack to buy. 28 of the rainbow and gold of pretty much every color, and then 2 Omni Accords. It's enough to skill fuse like 1, 2 characters, right? Somewhere around there. Maybe not completely, but it's a lot of materials if you're lacking them, which I know people are because this game doesn't give them out that much. Question mark. You got daily predator battle, you got the event predator battle, you got predation quests now, which is cool. Uh, but for $8, I would consider this worth it because there are so many units and there are so many more units coming in the next month or so that you might want to put these into. So if you are a paying player, I think this is a worthy pack. But also, you have the EX Battle Character free choice ticket and the Protector ticket. $24, $40. This is not the same ticket that we get for the Coin Bazaar. It is not this ticket. They are specifically for these two shops right here. 5-star EX 3.5 anniversary. So the battle ticket goes all the way up through Exalted Champions, which is the 2.5 anniversary. And there are some good picks in here. There are also some not good picks. Honestly, if you put a gun to my head and said pick the very best option for 90% of players in here, would it be New Year's Rimuru or Violet? Oh man, who gets used the most? Violet's a magic support, an orb changer. Rimuru is a rainbow orb changer. He enables people to do Valor Cup and other strategies. Rainbows are not affected by really anything. They are the orb people want. Man. I, I know he's old. I'd probably choose Rimuru, but that's a difficult thing. This is also a paid pack, so it's not like everyone is going to have that difficult of a time choosing because most people aren't going to spend money. But there are good characters in here. Benimaru, fine. Rimuru and Violet probably, and Blanc. Blanc has kind of fallen off nowadays, unfortunately, more so than Violet, but she is still a solid character. And then anything below here, below Shinsha, you could get with the other ticket. So you really should only be considering things past Shizu and Hinata, because Shinsha and on down, you could make your decision with the actual free ticket from the coins. So none of those characters that are in this shop should be a priority in this shop unless you're really down bad. Unless you're really, really down bad. Shizu's not worth it. Jean's not worth it. I don't think the Shun is worth it. Milim and Shinsha aren't worth it. You're not worth it. You're not worth it. You're okay, but I don't think you're worth it. No, no, no. I like her personally, but that's personally. Maybe. So, Tempest Fleet Rimuru, Exalted Champion Rimuru, Tempest Fleet Benimaru, New Year's Rimuru, Visions of Coleus Violet would probably be my top picks for people. Violet limited to a magic team. New Year's Blessing Rimuru Rainbow Orbs is good. Benimaru limited, well, both Benimaru and Diablo limited to physical teams. Diablo even more so because he's got extra limitations in his kit. Rimuru Rainbow Orb, Rainbow Alt Swapper, and attack buff. A lot of teams have attack buffs now, so maybe you don't need that. But they are solid pickups. And then everybody else that I said no to, if you're missing them and you have all the other good picks, then obviously you can choose them however you want. But moving on to the Protector ticket, this is literally everyone from start of EX meta to 2.5 Annie. The Velzard, the best choice in here, bar none. The next best option would probably be New Year's or Xion. Those two is the only thing I would choose out of here. You have been heavily replaced by Reckoning, Vengeance Velzard. You could use the free to play Carrion and you'll probably do better. Diablo, you're literally getting for free. He is stacking your shit. You're heavily limited. Yeah, no, it'd be Velzard if you don't have Velzard. And then if you have Velzard, you don't have Shion, then Shion. And if you already have those two, then have at it. I don't care who you pick. Objectively, those are the two best picks out of this entire shop. So it's a lot easier to pick out of here. But again, this one costs even more than the battle ticket. So if you want to pay money, you can. You could also hold off and wait to see what you pull out of the anniversary banner, and then come in and make your choice. That's also a smart option. But first and foremost, don't don't summon on this bait. Don't do it. Don't burn your crystals early before we find out literally anything about the new team. There could be some interesting new gimmicks that have not been seen before in terms of the game's history that may become game breaking, that may make things that are from September super duper obsolete or older. So just be smart, be educated, be informed before you start blowing your crystals on other things. So that's my recommendation. You let me know. Did you summon because you've got extra crystals to spare and you don't care? Let me know if you did that or what you pull. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.